and welcome to another episode of Good Clean Gaming. I'm your host, Jalindo, and today we're playing more Euro Truck Simulator 2, and it is nighttime. And Katarina's making deliveries, and she's leveling up, and Jean, he is making deliveries, and he is leveling up. And this is awesome. Look at all that money we made while we were sleeping. Sweet. We went ahead and explored. And we need to pick up a new job. We haven't done that yet. Where are we going to go today? From Lodz. We can go there, or there, or there, or there, or there, or there. I think we want to go east, because I want to kind of get the eastern part of Poland taken care of before we start moving west. Circle around. We got to hit Krakow at some point. Probably going to hit Krakow from Katowice at some later date. For now, we're going to... Where is this? Lublin. It's like Dublin, but in Poland. It's Lublin. Lodz to Lublin. Why am I saying that with an Irish accent? Why am I actually trying to fool myself into believing that was a good Irish accent? It wasn't. Taking a left turn, left turn, left turn, left turn. I can't believe I made that turn. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I overmade that turn. And we're clear. I love driving at night. So many fewer. That sounds so wrong. So many fewer cars on the road. Just makes me so happy not to have to deal with them. I am a little sad though. Right before I went to sleep, it started raining. I was like, "Yay, rain!" Oh, it's gonna stop by the time we wake up, and I was a little teared up. Because that's what happens in this game. Ooh. Nature. Green light. %. This game has the best nature ever. This is the Skyrim of trucking simulators. There, I said it, and I mean it. Am I turning in here? Is this where I pick up my thingy-bopperino here? Is that the thing? It looks like the thing that was on the list. Yes. That'n right there. Right there. Right there to the left. Gonna pick it up. Gonna pick it up in my truck. Deliver it. Oh, wrong one. Need to go way over here. Can I make that? Let's see. I totally make that. Oh, too far. I overmade that. Back it up, up, back it up, oh, too close. Oh. Giant suction cup, engage. Whoop. Flunk. Alright, now we're taking it out, and we're going to make a horrible left turn. Horrible left turn complete. And now we're going to get on the road in this beautiful, serene night. Oh, look at the stars. I miss stars. Stars are awesome. That reminds me, I need to look up a time and a day when I can actually see stars in a local dark area. Ooh, I made that turn. I didn't think I would. But of course, we always make the turns, and we never get in a wreck because we are reckless. That's right. We never get in a wreck because we're reckless. That actually makes a little bit of sense, and yet not. We are reckless. Just for those just catching up. Reckless. Get it? Get it? Yes? No? Okay, fine. So just driving right into the night in my truck. How far do we got to go on this? It looks like we're on highway number 1. Is that number 1? That's what it looks like on the GPS. 3 hours and 46 minutes. Game time, not real time, to get to our destination. So that means this will be about a 10-minute video. From now. From now. Ooh, what does that sign say? Let's not try to knock anyone off the road. Let's see what that sign says. I'm going way too slow. Warsaw and Bratislava in Krakow. So I'm guessing I don't need to be in this lane because this lane turns. So let's go get over the left lane. Why does the speed limit keep changing? It went from like 50 to like 70. I mean, excuse me, 50 to like 80, and then to like 70, and then like. Katowice is straight, and that's the direction we are going. Now it's 80 again. What is going on? Someone find the guy that set up all these speed limit signs. Find him. I want names. Give me his name. I want explanations. We're actually making really good money. We're at 45,000 now. As soon as we get like, we're gonna have to upgrade the. That's right. We have to upgrade the garage before we could add more, or we have to buy a new garage. Let's take a look at that, because I think it'll take like 200. I don't know. I'm actually guesstimating 260,000 to get a new garage that can take another. Oh wait, I can get 80,000. I think for one driver in a garage. No damage. Doesn't count. Absolutely no damage. See, if there's no damage, it doesn't count. It's just the way it is. Look at that huge moon. That looks ginormous. I've noticed in this game that the moon always seems to be full. It's as if time does not pass. Taking a right, taking a right, taking a right, right. Don't get stuck on the side, and I'll be happy. Those turns can be kind of tough for a truck driver in a video game. A truck driver in a video game. How do truck drivers in real life deal with something like that? When you have to make a super steep turn, you like take up half the other lane? Is that what you do? Because if you do, I'm okay with that. After playing this game enough, you're like, yeah, truck drivers, do whatever you want. Let me stay out of your way. Oh, this looks like a long road. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Long country road with no cars. I'm glad I didn't do this like during the daytime, because I imagine there'd be a lot more cars on the road. I couldn't drive in the middle of the road like this. Get back on my side. Obey the law. Maintain your lane, sir. That looks like a giant water tower out there. We must be heading past the town, I assume. I assume, having never set foot in Europe. That would be a good, nice place to go sometime. I do want to go to Europe. I do want to go to a lot of places. I want to go to China. I want to go to Korea. I want to go, no, not North Korea, South Korea. I want to go to the UK, Italy, for sure. If I had to rank the places where I would want to go, I would need a spreadsheet, and I don't have one, so I can't. So, oh well, maybe next time. I haven't even been to every state in the U.S. yet. Of course, if you've been to every state in the U.S., I guess you're pretty well traveled. I don't know that many people. I don't think I've ever met someone that's been to all 50 states. Have you been to all 50 states? Comment below. Comment below. Comment below. Comment below. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, this is so weird and awesome. I'm driving a truck through country roads in a European simulator game. I live in America and I'm singing comment below. I love YouTube. See, YouTube allows you to do some crazy stuff. I can't imagine. I mean, thinking back 10 years ago, I couldn't imagine myself doing what I'm doing right now. It's pretty crazy. And pretty awesome. I guess that would make it crazy awesome. That's, I think that's something I should bring up. I think people always get onto other people about making up words, especially kids. You shouldn't make up words. You should use real words, and you shouldn't, like a lot of times they'll get mad at them because they use some slang that doesn't exist in a dictionary. And I understand that if you are wanting to communicate yourself appropriately and respectfully to an adult or to a superior, to a professor, to whoever you have to communicate with, you want it to be clear and concise, and you want the communication that you use to increase the respect that person has for you, yada yada yada. I totally agree with that. I'm not going to fault teachers who try to get their students to use proper language of the day. I completely respect that, but with a caveat. And that caveat is that some of the greatest writers and some of the greatest, well, geniuses and everything, some of the greatest people in history, they make up stuff. They make it up as they go along. Shakespeare is a good example. Shakespeare not only made up all his stories, unless you are one of the types that believes that he didn't actually write all his stories, which I'm sure some of them he didn't, but vast majority he did, I believe. That's just my thought on it, having read almost none of Shakespeare. Anyway, one of the important things to note about Shakespeare is he didn't just make up a lot of his stories. He made up, and of course they had some historical basis, but anyway, I keep digressing from my point. My main point is that he made up a ton of words. He wasn't using proper English of the time. He was making up stuff, A lot of the words in the English language were made up words, not a lot, not a high percentage, but hundreds of words in the English language were just made up words by Shakespeare. He just made them up. And now we use them every day. We use them to describe animals and plants and situations and objects and feelings. And they did not exist until Shakespeare said, I don't think I have a word that adequately expresses the way I want this to be expressed, so I'm going to make up a new word that means that. And he didn't just make up some random word like gobbledygook. He made up words that were usually combinations or variations or some kind of usage that, if you compared it to words of the day, words that people understood from that day, they could listen to the word even having never heard it before. They would listen to it and say, oh, I know what that means. That makes perfect sense. That word doesn't exist, but it makes sense to me because I know other words and I can put two and two together and say that means this. And Shakespeare was awesome about that. And I think really great writers, not just the run-of-the-mill award-winning bestseller kind of writers, the real good writers, the guys that end up in history books, those kind of writers. I feel like those kind of writers are the ones that make stuff up a lot. Like make up words when they need them. They make up whatever they need. Never let someone tell you, here's the box, and I want you to stay in this box. You obey your teachers and obey your employer and obey all that, but and be respectful. But at the same time, don't limit yourself to these are the rules I have to play by. Figure out ways to use everything at your disposal and make something awesome, make something historic. And to do that, you have to not break the rules, but sometimes make new rules. There's nothing wrong with that. Make new words. Make new ideas. Don't just use the ones you've been given. Anyway, I'm babbling. Let's focus on driving. Driving. Because that's why we're here. We're here to drive. We're here to drive down a road and look at farms and trees and cars that drive by. That's the purpose of this video. Driving. Now, there have been people in history that have said things like, oh, you shouldn't make up those words. The English language is sacred, and you must protect it so you can't use words like ain't and woot and hashtag and all these other kind of things. Well, I guess hashtag wasn't made up word, but you get my point. You can't make up words. We've been told that. A lot of us have been told. I'm going way too slow. A lot of people have been told that, and it's not true. There was a guy that I think the writer of, was it Oliver Twist? I don't know what one guy who wrote stuff and who was very famous said that, you know, we shouldn't let people make up words, basically. I mean, that was the general thrust of the argument, was that we should protect the English language and not let new words come into the English language, that the English language was in a sense perfect. And the language that we speak today is very different from the English that he spoke back then, and we seem to be doing perfectly fine. So those people who are making up words and, you know, using dialects that you may not like, or using contractions in ways that you may not like, or shortening words, leaving off letters, things like that. That is the language of the future. That is how people, popular speech is how people determine the language of the future. In 50 years, that will all be accepted language, and that'll be how people talk. The stuff that survives. Now there will be stuff that'll land on the wayside, and, you know, words and phrases that'll disappear 10 years from now, or 5 years from now, or 20 years from now, or, you know, anything like that, as people stop using them. But it's the words that people use, and they shorten them because that's a good question. Why do people shorten words? They want to communicate faster, communicate more effectively, and so they're like, well, I don't want to have to say hunting. I am who really goes around saying, I am going hunting. I am happy today because I am going hunting. Pretty much everyone in the South says, I'm going hunting. They make contractions. That was a thing that somebody invented a long time ago that wasn't originally in the language. And then they leave off letters like the G in hunting. They say hunting. And that's going to be perfectly acceptable. It's perfectly acceptable in the South already. Although some teachers will probably get onto you about it if you're in the South. But other than that, I mean, eventually that'll be in the dictionary. It'll be hunting. There'll be every single ing word will be in the dictionary shortened to the in rather than ing. That'll be the new ing. It'll be in. So anywho, it's gonna happen one day. I might be dead by then. But that's how history has occurred up to this point, and that's how it will continue. I almost ran into a railing talking about English. So we're driving through Poland. I'm an American driving through Poland in a game called Euro Truck Simulator, talking to people on the internet from around the world about language use. We live in a weird world. Eight minutes to our destination. Oh yeah. And the sun, I think we drove through the night. The sun has come up. We got to see a sunrise, which was pretty awesome. I can't believe I didn't mention that till now. We drove right until the sunrise. And now we're going to enter town. What's the name of this town? Lublin? It's Irish. No, it's not. It's your Irish sister city, Lublin. Somebody's going to come into the comments. It's Lublin. You idiot. Learn to pronounce. Whoa, what are you doing, guy? I saw him start turning right into a bus. And I'm like, no. Bad truck driver. Okay. Taking a lift. Woo-hoo. I probably should have looked where I was going before I did that, but a blind left turn, that's perfectly not safe. Unless you're a video game truck driver. Whoop. Yep. Green light. It's calming, isn't it? All this nature. Oh. You got to put the accent marks on the side of the trailer before we deliver it. It's our calling card. Got to scrape it up a little bit to say, "Hey, look how hard we worked for you. Pay us money. We could have been killed, but we got it here safely. But it was dangerous. Pay us more money." That's how you drum up extra business right there. That's how you drum up extra business. Guess we're delivering to here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Almost ran into a pole. And taking a left. Oh, thank you for actually having a fully accessible... Aw, man. Stuck on the side. Okay, turn it all the way to the right. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, now we're gonna do this number here. Turn it all the way over. Turn it all the way back. And go back this way. Nope, 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 nope. Bad. Bad truck. Do what I think, not as I do. Oh. Hello and welcome to Horrible Parking Simulator 2012. 2015. What year is it? My word. 2015. Up, 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 up. Too far, too far, too far. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's like this just keeps getting worse and worse. Okay, so I think I turn my wheel to the right here, right? And then up, 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 up. Now turn it to the left, all the way to the left. Yeah, I'm sure this is gonna work. This is my brilliant plan. Yeah, just deliver it sideways. That's excellent. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Let's do this number here. I think this will be my grand plan. Make a Yui. Everyone inside this factory is just looking out the window and laughing right now. What in the world is he doing? Okay. Make a quick Yui. Just like that. Oh, 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 oh. Yep, take up the entire parking lot. That's exactly what we want to do. Okay, oh, oh, too far, too far. Okay, okay. And we're gonna pull it in nice and snug right here. Right about here. Yep. And that's how you properly park the truck. Everything I showed you before, I was just showing exactly what you shouldn't do, and this is the way you do it. So that is the tutorial for parking properly. Enjoy. Level 4. Still level 4. All right. So I guess we need to drive around town, and I need to take a break from the video. So, awesome. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be doing another delivery next time. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep it clean.